Thanks for visiting our channel again. Meryl Streep is an icon in Hollywood, revered for her flawless performances and a byword for achievement and stardom. Her name has become synonymous with cinematic greatness. However, despite appearances, her life has not been a string of continuous successes. Behind every esteemed accolade and outstanding accomplishment are unseen personal battles, tragedies, and sacrifices. Meryl Streep has conquered seemingly insurmountable obstacles while basking in the glory of her acting career. Between the anguish of losing her soulmate and the crushing weight of conforming to an ideal that is never satisfied, how is it that she was able to persevere through those difficult times? How, therefore, has Meryl Streep managed to captivate audiences for more than half a century? Come along as we explore the unexpected sides of Meryl Streep's life, which is sure to be an emotional roller coaster. Mary Louise Streep, better known as Meryl Streep, was born into an educated family in Summit, New Jersey on June 22, 1949. Mary Wilkinson Streep was an untamed artist who loved her craft, and Harry William Streep Jr. was a methodical and disciplined pharmaceutical executive. The two were the proud parents of Meryl. The unusual harmony that this family achieved between creativity and pragmatism had a profound impact on Meryl's outlook on life and her professional trajectory. Meryl Streep was never thought of as a traditional beauty model when she was a kid. She was the first to confess that she had thick spectacles and wild, curly hair when she was a little girl. Because of this, Meryl felt completely alone. She had always doubted her ability to be seen among others. Even though Meryl lived in a seemingly cruel society, her mother was the only one who ever saw her daughter's potential. Meryl was constantly reassured by her that her belief in herself could propel her to great heights. Meryl was so inspired by these words of encouragement that she began to dream of things she had never dreamed were conceivable. Meryl had it rough while she was a student at Bernard's High School. She felt out of place a lot because she lacked confidence and had no unique qualities. On the other hand, Meryl found a safe haven for self-expression and transformation through her involvement in the arts, particularly in school plays. She found a voice and an outlet for her inner struggles through acting. Meryl started studying opera with famous vocal instructor Estelle Liebling when she was 12 years old. Meryl quickly discovered that opera was not her calling, despite her promising voice. She opted to pursue acting instead, seeing it as a medium that would allow her to unleash her boundless imagination. After receiving an honors degree from Vassar College, Meryl opted to continue her artistic pursuits at the highly esteemed Yale School of Drama. To pay for her education, she worked relentlessly here, appearing in over a dozen plays annually. She became exhausted and even acquired a stomach ulcer as a result of the stress caused by all these efforts. For a while, Meryl contemplated switching careers and becoming a lawyer instead of an actress, but her devotion to the arts ultimately prevailed. Meryl Streep's early career was marked by a passionate entry into the professional performing scene following her graduation from Yale School of Drama. However, she didn't always seem elegant in her early stage performances. New York theater performances, such as Trelawney of the Wells, 1975, were Meryl's first acting gigs. Theatrical critics and directors were deeply impressed by Meryl's performances, even though these parts didn't receive much acclaim. She wasn't discovered for her stunning good looks or glitz, but for the depth of her acting and the courage she contributed to every role. She was able to ease into a cinematic career because to her stage success. Julia, starring Jane Fonda and Vanessa Redgrave, was her first feature film in 1977. Meryl started to attract the attention of filmmakers despite her minor role. Meryl Streep's breakthrough came in 1978 with her performance in The Deer Hunter, which earned her a Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination. In 1979, for her role in Kramer vs. Kramer, she received her first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, a mere year after her performance. Meryl played Joanna in Kramer vs. Kramer, a mother who takes a break from her son to find herself, only to end up in a custody struggle. Deep emotion and nuanced character development were on full display in this part, which displayed Meryl's extraordinary acting abilities. Even though her screen time was minimal, it was powerful and memorable all the same. During this time, Meryl Streep's career took a dramatic change. She swiftly rose to prominence as one of Hollywood's most gifted actors after a stellar career on stage. Meryl Streep's breakthrough part came in 1982's Sophie's Choice, but her career as an actress reached its zenith with the triumph of Kramer versus Kramer and The Deer Hunter. Her portrayal of Sophie in Sophie's Choice was so moving that she received rave reviews from critics and spectators alike. Among Meryl's most demanding and intricate performances to date was that of Holocaust survivor Sophie Zawistowski. Perfectly capturing the inner agony of a guilt-ridden lady, Meryl had to master both Polish and English for the film. There are few scenes as memorable as the one in which Sophie must decide between her two children. In addition to cementing her place in cinematic history, her portrayal brought Meryl a second Academy Award for Best Actress. Meryl Streep's career took off in the 1980s because to her incessant appearances in a string of groundbreaking films. Out of Africa, a Kenyan love drama released in 1985, featured her alongside Robert Redford. Commercially successful and garnering Meryl another Oscar nomination, the picture was a smashing hit. As the self-reliant and reflective Karen Blixen, Meryl showcased her acting chops in a variety of roles. Despite the dramatic shift from her earlier melancholy roles, Meryl gave a powerful performance as Karen Blixen. Silkwood, 1983, was another film Meryl featured in from the same decade. In it, she played Karen Silkwood, a nuclear plant worker who fought for her rights. It was for this performance that she received her second Oscar nomination, and it solidified her reputation as an actress capable of playing powerful roles that dealt with weighty societal themes. While Meryl Streep is most known for her roles in dramatic films, her successful forays into comedic roles demonstrate that she is an actor with many talents. She played the title part in the 1990 film adaptation of Carrie Fisher's book Postcards from the Edge. A struggling actress whose life is overshadowed by her renowned mother was portrayed by Meryl. Not only was the film groundbreaking from a genre standpoint, but it also highlighted a different side of her acting, her nuance and sense of humor. By proving she could hold her own in both dramatic and comedic parts, Meryl was able to keep her position as a top actress in Hollywood. As Meryl forayed into the realm of dark comedy in 1992's Death Becomes Her, she achieved yet another major milestone. The quirky and imaginative comedy film was created by her, Goldie Hawn, and Bruce Willis. In addition to being a comedic classic, the picture was a financial success. Meryl Streep's career entered a new chapter in the 2000s. She became more approachable to younger viewers in 2006 thanks to her portrayal of Miranda Priestly in The Devil Wears Prada. One of Meryl's most famous performances was as the frigid and strong editor-in-chief of a fashion magazine, Miranda Priestly. Meryl brought nuance to the part, which made viewers respect and dread the character despite her harshness and brutality. Aside from earning Meryl another Oscar nomination, the picture was a financial success. Even though she isn't trained as a vocalist, Meryl Streep pushed herself to her limits by playing the lead role in the musical Mamma Mia. Year 2008. The picture demonstrated that Meryl could pull off a wide range of dramatic, comedic, and even musical roles, and it was a huge financial success. The upbeat and energetic vibe of the film gave Meryl a fresh lease of life and introduced her to audiences of all ages. With her portrayal of Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady, 2011, Meryl Streep once again mesmerized audiences across the world. Meryl not only changed her appearance to play the role of the British Prime Minister, but she also managed to embody the character's intricacies and subtleties. She became one of the few actors in history to win 3 Academy Awards for her faultless performance. Meryl Streep has kept pushing herself with new roles even after she turned 60. From her role as a stern nun in 2008's Doubt to that of the famed chef Julia Child in 2009's Julie and Julia, Meryl has always shown her immense ability as an actress. Her already stellar career has been further enhanced by these parts, which have also contributed to her legendary position. Evaluations and criticisms from coworkers. Meryl Streep has been a successful actress for almost 50 years, but she has also been the target of criticism from her peers. Remarks made by the late, great Katharine Hepburn regarding Meryl Streep are among the most famous. According to an interview Hepburn gave to Meryl Streep, the actress paid close attention to detail in her performances, paying special attention to the actor's voice and body language, whereas Hepburn was renowned for her strong and natural acting approach. Such painstaking detail appeared superfluous and overbearing to Hepburn. Despite the possibility that it was just a difference in working habits, The audience was captivated by criticism from a legend like Katharine Hepburn. A famous and gifted actress from the 90s named Susan Sarandon also complained that Meryl Streep was always cast in the lead parts. While discussing the lack of opportunities for other actresses, Sarandon made the observation that Meryl was the first to land any major female role in film. Many of Meryl's co-workers felt envious because they thought they should have gotten the same treatment and chances as Meryl. Meryl would kill herself, Sarandon remarked, if her private life were as flawless as the media's portrayal of her. Some of the stress and strain that came from competing with someone widely considered the film industry's queen was brought out by these remarks. Adding fuel to the fire, Sharon Stone, another Hollywood heavyweight, remarked something controversial. Meryl Streep looks like any other woman. According to Stone, the reason why the people adored Meryl was because she lacked the typical Hollywood attractiveness. Stone said she looked better than Meryl, but couldn't get the big jobs that Meryl got. Bringing a sense of intimacy and closeness, Meryl Streep was adored, according to Sharon Stone, propelling her to the pinnacle of her field. Many in the Hollywood world felt strongly about this comment. Even if Meryl's success wasn't due entirely to her looks, some people still sided with Sharon Stone. Many others, nevertheless, saw in Stone's comments an act of needless envy. The capacity to inhabit a character and establish an emotional connection with the audience is more essential than outward beauty, as Meryl Streep had demonstrated. Meryl Streep was also embroiled in a scandal with the late Karl Lagerfeld, the iconic fashion designer. Meryl had already placed an order with Chanel for a design in 2017 while getting ready for the Oscars, but she later asked for alterations. Lagerfeld took this as an indication that Meryl disdained his work. He said Meryl turned down his design because she was given more money by another designer. Defending herself against Lagerfeld's slanderous claim, Meryl wasted no time in responding, insisting that she had never asked for money to wear expensive clothes. Many of Meryl Streep's co-workers still respect and admire her, even though she's been the target of many criticisms. Meryl was once described by Al Pacino, who collaborated with her on both Angels in America and The Deer Hunter, as the most committed actor he had ever encountered. Whatever her level of fame, he stressed, what would always set her apart was her genuine passion and dedication to her work. One of Hollywood's most adored and gifted actresses, Viola Davis, has also spoken about how much she admires Meryl Streep. As she put it, Meryl paved the way for all of us. Meryl has been an enormous influence on her career. Despite her stellar reputation as an actress, Meryl Streep has a really moving story of grief, incredible devotion to her family, and profound personal experiences. In the late 1970s, when Meryl Streep's career was taking off, she met and fell for John Cazale, the brilliant actor best known for playing Fredo Corleone in The Godfather. Their love grew the moment they met on the set of a Shakespearean play, despite the fact that Cazale was 14 years older than Streep. Because of her friendship with John Cazale, a well-respected actor in the business, Meryl became more invested in acting. But when Cazale received the devastating news that she had terminal lung cancer, their romance took a serious turn. Meryl cared for him and was there for Cazale during his dying days, even though it was difficult for him. She forwent many professional chances to be by his side, even relocating to the hospital where Cazale was receiving treatment from March 1978 until his death. The death of John Cazale struck a terrible chord with Meryl Streep's private life. She has spoken about how caring for Cazale in his final days taught her to persevere in the face of adversity and how her love for him instilled a sense of resilience in her. The loss of Cazale was devastating. On the other hand, Meryl emerged from the experience stronger and more committed to her profession than before. Meryl Streep found solace and love with sculptor Don Gummer just 6 months after Cazale passed away. Before Meryl and Gummer became friends, Gummer had helped Meryl's brother Cazale pack up his possessions after he passed away. An innocent first meeting blossomed into a long and fulfilling romance. Despite the haste with which Meryl Streep wed Don Gummer, their marriage has grown to become one of Hollywood's most famously long-lasting partnerships. They tied the knot in September 1978 and have been blissfully married for more than 4 decades. In that time, Meryl and Don have raised a strong family with 4 children. Musician Henry Wolf Gummer, actresses Mamie, Grace, and Louisa, and actor Henry Wolf Gummer. The media has never pried into Meryl and Don Gummer's personal lives. Don and Meryl rarely make public appearances together, but Meryl has said that he is the reason she has been able to balance her acting profession and family life. He has been Meryl's silent supporter throughout her career, helping out around the house and with the kids so she could concentrate on her job. "I couldn't do it all without Don," she mentioned once. Despite the demands of her acting career, Meryl Streep has always made time for her family. Regardless of her professional achievements, her family has always taken first. Meryl has always tried to spend time with her husband and children, even if there have been occasions when she had to be away from them for filming, so that she can easily get home to her family after a long day on the job. She frequently chooses film projects that are close by or shoot in places that are handy for them. Meryl Streep is an accomplished actress and a loving mother. Her approach to raising her 4 children has fostered an environment where each may thrive on their own terms and discover their own abilities. Mamie, Grace, and Louisa, her 3 daughters, are all actresses or are in the process of becoming one. Although Meryl is well aware of the difficulties her children may face in the entertainment industry, she has always been there for them and given them the opportunity to pursue their dreams. Meryl Streep has proven time and time again that her family is her first priority, regardless of her professional accomplishments. Both professionally and personally, she has become an icon thanks to her passion for her work and her commitment to her family. Meryl Streep has been a fixture in Hollywood for over half a century, solidifying her status as a living icon in the business. Aside from her impressive versatility and unwavering commitment to her craft, she also leaves behind an extensive legacy and has a significant impact on performers of all ages. Not only are her accomplishments proof of her talent, but they also serve as an inspiration to others who love acting. Meryl Streep has won more Oscars than any other actress in film history. Meryl has established herself as a top-tier performer, having received an unprecedented 21 nominations for the Academy Awards and taking home 3 of them. The record for most Golden Globe nominations is held by Meryl Streep, who has received 32 nominations and has won 8 of them. Her status as one of the most consequential actors of all time is further cemented by this. Beyond that, Meryl has earned a plethora of additional accolades, such as BAFTAs, SAG Awards, and Emmys, elevating her status as a towering emblem of acting greatness. Meryl Streep has worked tirelessly and passionately for her achievements and honors, which are the product of both her natural skill and her commitment to her craft. Whether it's a somber picture like Sophie's Choice or a musical like Mamma Mia, Meryl has always managed to reinvent herself and bring new vitality to every part. Everyone from the general public to discerning critics holds Meryl's performances in the highest esteem. On top of that, Meryl Streep has been an incredible role model for actors of all stripes. Her extraordinary skill and unwavering commitment have revolutionized the way performers assume and bring life to their characters. Meryl Streep represents tenacity, growth, and self-improvement to a lot of young actors. One of the most gifted and esteemed actors working today, Viola Davis, has spoken highly of Meryl Streep on multiple occasions. Davis thinks of Meryl as an inspiration for young women in acting, who will look up to her for courage in tackling challenging parts. Gratitude for Meryl's services to the film industry was expressed by Viola, who once noted that Meryl had opened doors for all of us. Meryl Streep is still going strong at 70 years old, despite the fact that many of her fellow performers have decided to retire and leave the business altogether. She is an artist who never rests, in addition to being a devoted wife and mother. Her unwavering devotion and enthusiasm for the arts demonstrate her eternal enthusiasm. As always, Meryl Streep keeps her personal life under check. Despite their separation, she and her husband, Don Gummer, and their children remain very close. Frequently, during her interviews, Meryl has emphasized the significance of her family and how she has managed to remain grounded in the incredibly competitive Hollywood profession thanks to them. Regarding her career, Meryl is always working on new films and projects. She wowed viewers in 2019 with her performances in Little Women and Big Little Lies, 2 smash hit TV series. At the age of 70, Meryl Streep is still in high demand as an actress, and this confirms it. She not only keeps performing at a high level, but she also pushes herself to her limits by taking on increasingly difficult parts. Meryl Streep is a living embodiment of courage and determination, and she is also a symbol of the highest caliber of filmmaking. Do you find her motivational journey inspiring? Leave a comment with your opinions on Meryl Streep's impact on film and her unforgettable performances. Stay tuned to our channel for more fascinating biographies of great people and more fascinating stories like this one. To ensure you don't miss any upcoming new material, hit like and subscribe.